welcome. Hi, Gina. How you doing? I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Lily. Hope you're doing well, too. Hi, Mary. This is so fun. I'm so glad you guys are here. So today's live might be a little bit shorter because this project is so easy. I hope that you enjoy it. I'm really excited to do it. So today, I think I'll just go ahead and jump in here pretty quick. Hi, Donna. Thanks for joining. I'm going to move the camera, and this is always kind of a fun ride for you guys, I'm sure. Hopefully I don't make you seasick while I move you. Okay. Aaron, you'll have to tell me if I have it on right. Well, I can look on the tablet. Oh, it looks okay.
Yeah, looks fine to me.
So today I'm going to use the Die of the Month. If you're not familiar with the Die of the Month program, you need to be because it is such a great deal. The dies come, I believe it includes the shipping. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like $15 a month or something like that. So is that what comes up for you, Darren?
What's that?
$15 a month to subscribe to the Die of the Month?
I think so. Yes.
So this month there's this really cute truck. So you've got your little truck outline. So this is the background, and then this layers on top of that. You can see that the bumpers are there. You've got your little wheels and all of that stuff. I'm not actually going to use the truck today because Christopher did use that in a live a few weeks ago. So if you want to see that, go to Christopher Allen's channel. Excuse me, I can't talk. He has a YouTube channel if you go to Christopher Allen. And you can see the project that he made with the truck itself. But I want to use the strawberries, and I want to use the sentiment and the little strawberry, what do you call this? The little stem. So this is so genius. I love this little tiny die.
Jen says hi. Mary
Hi,
says
Jen.
hi.
And who did?
Mary.
Mary Landers? Or a
Yeah.
different Mary? Okay, I caught Mary, but I do want to make sure you hear me. What was that?
Deneen says hi from Wisconsin.
Deneen? Hello, Deneen.
Ann says hi.
Hi, Ann. Okay, so what we're going to use today are these cute little strawberries. Let me show you the dies that I'm talking about.
Mary's excited. She thinks about the truck. She says it's cute.
Oh, Mary, I think it's cute too. And you could do so many things with this truck. You are not limited to the strawberries. You could do something for every season. I love it. I'm sure I will be using it very soon. But I thought with the strawberries, I would do something a little bit different since Christopher had already done that. So you've got this cute little outline for your strawberries. And then you have this little die that cuts out all the little holes. So you can layer it. And then, of course, there's the stem. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I've got, I cut out just a solid in yellow, and I cut the red, and I did cut the little dots out on top of that. And then you can just layer it. So that was really simple. I did find that if you kind of turn the strawberry, it's not exactly symmetrical. So you kind of have to play with it until you have the right mix. I'm going to move this aside for a second and show you what I did next. So I'm going to use, I'm really into this Barely Arts glue right now. I really like it I love this little tip on it. I love that it just takes care of the tiny little details really easily. So I'm just going to use that on this. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue those together. And then once I have that layered, I will show you another step. Should we do two? Let's just do two. I've got a whole bunch of them, but we'll just glue these two. We got time, right? So how is everybody doing today? What are you guys up to? Did you all have a nice 4th? All right. So I just need to figure out which direction. See, I'll show you. It's close on all the sides. I knew I wouldn't get it on the first try. So you can see it's close, but if you move it around, maybe I did get it on the first one. No, it's close enough that if you really don't want to fiddle with it, you could probably get away with it. But if you are a perfectionist,
Mary said it would be cool to ink blend them into color variations.
Oh, that would be cute. I agree with you, Mary. I am such a sucker for strawberry designs. I just think strawberries are so cute and fresh and just yummy. Love strawberries. Okay, I think that is the right way. If not, it's close enough that it's makes me happy. Okay, so once you've got those glued, what I like to do is so we have started carrying on the Brutus Monroe site Glossy accents, and I have had this bottle I've had for years. So hopefully it's like, oh, okay, because I haven't used it in a while. But I'm just going to use a little bit of this. Mine's a little chunky, and that's just because mine, I'm telling you, mine is a few years old, not like just a little bit old. So I'm actually going to, I'm not sure if I want to use this or not.
Mary says, figure out how to dip check. Or, I'm sorry, dip chocolate.
Ooh, that sounds,
dip chocolate.
Dip chocolate sounds good to me.
And then Karen says hi.
Hi, Karen. Yeah, mine is a little old. I'm going to be honest with you. I have several bottles of different lines of this. And so this one just hasn't had the same attention lately, but it's coming out okay. But I think that it probably would be a little clearer if it were a little newer. Does that make sense? I mean, our scrapbook products do have shelf lives too. So when you're using something like this to add a shine to your projects, don't try to fuss with it too much. The more you fuss, the more it kind of gets those weird dips and crazy little valleys. It's better just to kind of catch them and let them kind of settle themselves. So I'm just going to set that aside.
Mary says, I think it'll dry fine.
I think it'll dry fine too. I'm just going to move it out of my way because I'm telling you now, it will end up, I'm going to move it down a little bit so you can still see it.
Jen says, comes out cloudy too, but dries clear.
Okay, I'm glad to know that. I wasn't sure if mine was just too old. But I did use some last night and it seems okay. So I dried some and you can see, here's the difference. Here's one with that clear gloss on it. Here's one without. So see how it just gives it that fresh, yummy, kind of luscious look?
I think you got some in your dye.
On my dye? Nope, that's a piece of tape.
Okay.
Thank you, though. That kind of scared me, too. Okay. I know I'm going to end up with that paper.
Mary says,
and I'm going to move it.
So it have stuck to my elbow.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I am really good at making a mess. If there's a way to do it, I will find it. Okay, so we've got all of these. I already have them all dried, of course, because there's only so much time in one of these lives. So I thought it would be fun to create a card using those. And I'm also going to use two of my favorite die sets. I've got the Charlotte's Wreath, and you can kind of see what that looks like. The Judy's Wreath, I have to be honest, I'm not the best about putting everything back on the tape. The bag contains it all, so I haven't really bothered to stick them to the backing. But this set comes with so many dies. Like, seriously, if you like to create floral die cut projects, you need both of these die sets because they are so versatile. I use them all the time. And I like using them together. You know, if one doesn't have something, then I'm almost guaranteed the other one will. So, I am going to use this die from Judy's Wreath. And I just pulled this cute little blossom out of the Charlotte's Wreath. And I'm going to just show you, this is Judy's Wreath. That's this one.
Karen says, the strawberries remind me of my grandmother. She really loves strawberries in the color red.
Karen said that. You know what, Karen, they remind me of my mom. My mom loved strawberries and she loved red too. And they just, I don't know, there's something about them that, I remember having a dress when I was a little girl that I thought was the coolest dress ever. And it had a strawberry pattern, and it had a little jacket that fit over the top. And whenever I wore that dress, I just felt like $1,000,000. And so, I don't know, it just brings me back to that. I must have always loved strawberries. So I didn't worry about poking out everything. I poked out the little holes, but I'm not going to worry about these because I'm going to cover these blossoms with these little ones from the Charlotte's Wreath. So I didn't get super intense about making sure every little thing was out. So we're going to use that. We're going to use, I've also cut out the sentiment, which says, "You are sweet," which is nice that you can see it not backwards now that I've got my camera figured out better. And I'm going to use some paper from the Fresh Melon collection. I love this collection. I was looking at it thinking, I better order some more because some of my favorite papers are gone now. It's pretty easy to see which ones I love the most because they're no longer there. I need to make some watermelon cards, obviously. But this is the one that we're going to use today. I am really fond of plaid. I use it a lot. So I just have this little felt paper. And I'm pretty sure I got it from Brutus Monroe. They don't carry it anymore, but it's kind of fun because it has this self-adhesive stuff going on. And I just cut it. I had a scallop square in my stash that I used.
Tisha says hi.
Hi, Tisha. Thanks for joining us. So we're going to just use, let's start here. We're just going to mat this onto here. And I'm going to use some of my Easy Tear tape. And I'm just going to hit the corners with it. This stuff is really sticky, so you don't really need to go all the way across. Though if that's your thing, go for it. You do you. But I guess I'm just cheap. I like to...
Kimberly says hi.
Hi, Kimberly. Thanks for joining. If you use a little less, you have a little more forgiveness if you need to reposition. This stuff, it really sticks, so it's best if you can get it pushed on the right way the first time because, like I said, it's got sticking power for sure. And I am not expert at getting things on there straight. So let's see if I can get at least kind of close. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. I'm gonna call that good. Okay. So we've got our pattern paper on there. And then I think I'm gonna use some ribbon on here. I haven't decided exactly where I want it though, so I'm not sure if I want to put that down yet. Let's look and see where our wreath is gonna go.
Tisha says her stuff is always a little askew. LOL.
Hey, that's what makes it homemade, Tisha. I'm with you. I like your style, my friend. So do we want to just have it behind? Yeah, I don't want it to take over the card. So let's tie it and we'll work around it.
Mary says she's an expert at upside down.
Oh, Mary, I've done that myself. Isn't it nice to know that none of us are perfect crafters? You know? I think we all have our strengths. And we learn how to work around or embellish around our mishaps. I always say I'm just taking the bullet for you. I try to find out how not to do it first so that I can help you know. And I'm really pretty good at finding that right off the bat. I have some sort of natural tendency. Okay, so we're just gonna fiddle with our bow so that the tails to it are a little bit less prominent. There we go. So we want to even that up and kind of fluff that, but I'm not going to worry too much until after we get everything else on. Just kind of want to get it sized. So let me go ahead and cut the tips off of that. Okay. And I love the ribbon that Brutus Monroe carries. This is a nice piece for a tag or something like that, so I'll hold on to that. But I love the quality of this ribbon. It's just, and it ties just beautiful bows. Okay.
Said what a great bow. Need to play this back in slow motion over and over again.
Trisha, you are very kind. You know, I was going to center this, but I'm kind of liking it to the side. Let's see what that looks like with the wreath on it. I can be flexible. I'm thinking maybe we'll do that. What do you guys think? Should we do it kind of off to the side a little bit? I think I'm going to put my sentiment right in the middle of the wreath. We'll work our strawberries around. Let me see how it looks when it's all kind of get kind of an idea. Do I like it to the side, or do I want to move it over? Let me try it moved over a little bit and see. I have to try things out. I know that there are people who have things all planned out before they even start their projects, but I have to touch it and move it around, and I wish that I could just have it work out like in my brain. And I'll get a basic idea in my head, but a lot of times when I go to execute it, it takes a lot of
Tisha says it's cute.
being flexible, let's put it that way. Isn't this a fun one? This is so easy. Okay, yeah, I like it. I like it more centered, I decided. Okay, so let's peel off this adhesive. May as well make use of it, huh? And kind of make sure we've got that. Definitely want to make sure we have it where we want it. And I think I need to move it down just a little. I think maybe about just about right there. Don't pull out your rulers or you'll probably find out that I'm really, really off. I think that'll work. And our wreath will cover that up, so I'm not too worried about it showing through. So yeah, I think that works. I don't like the edge of this, so we're gonna cut that because it's bugging me already because I didn't catch the angle good enough. There we go. I can't handle a ribbon with a straight edge on it. It's got to have some sort of angle on it. Okay, so now we're going to place the base of our little wreath. So let's do the Barely Art glue again. This is the best stuff, I'm telling you. It's got that little fine edge that makes it easy. So let's go ahead and use that. I'm not going to glue every single inch of this, but I do want to kind of get some key areas. The more that's sticking down, the less it's going to come up on us. Another alternative to this glue that would probably be good for this, because it's because we are kind of gluing to that fabric, I think Ultrabond would work really good on this. I haven't tried the Barely Art glue on fabric, so I'm not really sure what to expect. Everything else I've used it on so far has been great, but I don't know that it's actually intended for fabric, so we'll just experiment and find out. Here I am, taking a bullet for you again. Okay, so let's set that on there. And we'll just kind of push that on there. Kind of want to hold that on there for a minute because, like I said, I'm not really sure what to expect.
Mary says looks great.
Isn't that fun? It's so simple already. It's kind of a fun little card. This could be a Christmas card right here. You got the starts of one, huh? Okay, so now on this, I think I want to raise this up just a little bit. So I'm going to use some of the black foam dots. These are the Easy Tab. And I'm using the black because, of course, if I don't want any of the white to show through. We kind of want it to be, we want them to be disguised as much as we can, right? So let's see how we do with this. Should have cut it before. That would have been easier. Okay, let's see. And I think I actually am going to cut while it's still on the, I think it's easier if you cut it while you've still got your backer on there. So I'm going to cut a few, I want littler pieces than what I got that first time. I'm going to cut it into thirds-ish. Certainly not exact. And let's see if we can fit that on there. Okay, I think we've got enough on there. So we'll just kind of center that as best we can. As best as I center anything. And I think this is gonna stay fine. I'm not having any trouble with it, so that's good news. And now let's put on our little blossoms. And I'm just, for these, I'm just gonna use glue dots. I just think they're great when you just have a little something to stick on there. And sometimes I like to reposition some things, especially if I'm arranging something like a little floral. This kind of gives you a little bit more leeway than some of the other adhesives do. So I'm just putting these over all of the like bigger flower in that wreath. Oh, there it is. So we'll just kind of stick that there. Make sure we're covering it up okay. I've got all different sizes of glue dots in the same bowl, so I guess as long as they work, it's fine. I do like my new setup though. I told you, I think last week, that I rearranged things, so I'm in a different area in my house, and I changed out tables and kind of just organized my space a little bit more, and I'm definitely liking it better. I found I didn't need every little thing on my table that I thought I did originally. It gives me more room to work. Okay. So I think I have one more of those to do, and we're good with those. And you could fluff these up a little bit more if you want to call more attention to them, but I really just wanted to kind of have them be more in the background, because to me, those beautiful strawberries are going to be the star of the show. So that was this little die from Charlotte's Wreath. And the wreath was from Judy's Wreath. Okay, I'm going to move those out of my way. So now I think we should get going on these strawberries. These delicious, luscious looking strawberries. And on these, I think I'll just go ahead and use the white Easy Tab. I actually am going to do a mixture because that will give us more dimension for our card. So we'll put one down, and then we'll do a foam square on the, or a foam dot on the other one. So let's start with one. I think we need one maybe about right there. And then we'll do, let's kind of see. I think I'll lay them out again just to kind of see where I want them. I want like 3 down there. And do I want 2 over here or 1 over there? I told you I have to move everything around. It's just how I roll. I kind of like that. We'll go with that.
It's part of your process.
It is part of my process. All right, so now we'll just pop these ones. Let's see, let's do that one flat. So I'll just use my Easy Tear tape on that. So the Easy Tear tape, if you haven't ever used that, it is amazing. This stuff, I've been using the same roll since, it's my first roll that I've had of it, and I've had it for months. And I still have lots on there. And like I said, it is very sticky. It's good, strong adhesive. Perfect if you're doing anything like, if you're making folios or anything that requires something pretty sturdy, you're doing good with that. So I don't want it too symmetrical. So I think I'm going to move this one over just a little bit closer to that one, but still kind of touching that. Want them all still kind of connected. There we go. So we need one more. And I think on that one, let's have that one have just the Easy Tear tape on it. What is your favorite strawberry dessert? Or even just any dish. What is your favorite strawberry dish? Or do you just like them just raw? Okay, so now we need to add our little, I did pull these out. These are Sprinkletz. These are available on the British Monroe site. They come in a million different things. Like they have so many cute little patterns and themes. This one's called My Treat, and you've got your little strawberries and your little sprinkles and everything in there. Just to give you an idea, I have another set sitting here, so I'll show you. These ones are called Beach Balls. And I'm going to just give you a little tip. I purchased these, I mean, they look like little beach balls, but they also, to me, they look like little Christmas candies. And I purchased these to go with the Photo Play collection that's out right now. This is called, what is it called? It's Tula and Norbert's Christmas Party. This is the stamp set that I got from that, and I'm not seeing a name on it. Oh, yep, same thing. So the whole line is the Tula and Norbert's Christmas Party. But look how cute. They totally match the same colors. See that? So if you end up getting some of this collection, especially if you want to get some of the paper that has all of those colors, these Sprinkletz match perfect. Super cute. Can't wait to make something with this. I'm sure I'll be doing that in the next couple of weeks. And I'll just show you a couple other things I got just so you can see them.
Diane says she's allergic to strawberries and it sucks.
Oh, Diane, that does suck. Oh man.
She thinks your card's cute.
Oh, thank you so much.
And Michelle says, I'm good with just a handful of strawberries.
Michelle, I agree. There's just nothing better, huh? I just thought I'd show you these just if you wanted to see them for size. This is a Stamping Bella stamp that I got from our site. It's called Audrey Loves Her Makeup. I just love that little saying. I've always loved it. That quote from Audrey Hepburn that says, for beautiful eyes, look for the good in others. For beautiful lips, speak only words of kindness. And for poise, walk with the knowledge that you are never alone. So I just had to have that. And then this die is really pretty. It's called Feather Corner. And this is what it looks like. So,
Donna's favorite is strawberry shortcake.
Ooh, strawberry shortcake. That sounds so good. I have to go to the store later. I have a feeling we might have something to do with strawberries for dinner. Or for dessert anyway. Who cares about dinner? Let's just have dessert. And then this, I'm not sure if this is still available, but I just thought it was gorgeous. This is huge too. This is called Slim Rose Tendrils. And this is from Stampendous. And I cannot wait to color this. That is just, look at that. That's just aching to be colored. So I just thought I'd show you those because sometimes it's hard to tell how big they are when you just see them on the site. So anyway, I thought it might be kind of fun to spread a couple of these little Sprinklets in the mix. Like maybe some little baby strawberries are growing in there. I don't want too many in there. I think that's probably plenty. So let's glue those on there. We'll use our Barely Arts glue again. I'm just going to add a couple just for fun. I have made I made a strawberry card maybe a couple of months ago, and I used these in the shaker. I used the Very Thankful stamp set from Brutus Monroe when I made it, and that was a fun card too. I told you I'm a sucker for strawberries. So, and then on these, so this is really glossy. I'm not sure how the glue will stick to it. I think it'll be okay. I'm going to try it, but when it dries, which you won't see because I'm not sure how long that'll take. I'm sure we'll be done with the live. But I figure if it doesn't stick, like if it starts to not feel like it's going to stay there, I will use the Ultrabond. But this is what's handy, and I think it'll be okay. So I'm going to try this. I'm still kind of figuring out what all this glue can do, and so far it's been able to do everything I've wanted it to, so that's good. But the Ultrabond glue is a very strong glue, so if you do run into trouble, that's another good alternative for those really heavy duty gluing needs. And these, I love these little stems. They just finish off that strawberry so cutely. I'm hoping I don't cover too much of the sentiment. I'm going to put this one down as low as I can without, yeah, I think that'll work. Just want to make sure you can still tell what it says, which I feel like you can. And I think I'm going to put this one right here, mix things up a little bit. Get a hold of it. And I should point out,
Mary says it's adorable.
Isn't this fun, Mary? And look how quickly it came together. It's just a fun, easy card.
Gina says it's so cute.
Thank you, Gina.
Stamping Therapy says, I love strawberry shortcake, but love strawberries all by themselves.
I agree. I just don't think you can go too wrong with strawberries.
She also asked, do you like the Barely Art glue?
I really do like the Barely Art glue. And from what I understand, it sounds like it will be available on the Brutus Monroe site sometime in the near future.
Michelle says this was great.
There we go. Okay, so all I need to do is put it on my card base. I just used a piece of alabaster cardstock. You could use whatever you want on that. Love Brutus Monroe cardstock. I just have to find the end of my tape, which if I calm down, I probably will. There we go. And again, I'm just going to kind of put it in the corners. Okay, let's get that card on the card base. I'm going to move my awesome grid mat out so that I can see it a little bit better. With that black against the white, it sure helps.
Belinda just hopped on. She's a super adorable card.
Hi, Belinda. Oh, thank you so much. Isn't this a fun die set?
Donna says she loves this card.
Aw, thank you, Donna.
And Dan says, I love it. Turned out so cute.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
And says
that was Diane.
Card. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And that was so easy, so fast. You could make it so quickly. And then, like I said, that ribbon. This is ribbon from one of the inspiration kits. I couldn't tell you for sure which one, but I love the Brutus Monroe ribbon. But super simple. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had so much fun, and this card was so simple to make. Super easy. You could make it really quickly. It'd be another one of those ones that would be fun to just make a stack of and have in your collection to just give away when you can. All right, I think that's about it. I will be back next Wednesday, and I hope you will join me. I'll have something new to share with you. Thanks again, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.